Well, I don't know really how to explain it, but it was just a continual day and night. It was just continual raids all the time. Mostly by air. I remember coming down when we were down in the Hillsborough Sands when we singled up, in the single traffic, line traffic. This bomber came over and we were closed up at the gun. By that time we had got a 12-pounder aboard then on the poop. We were firing at them and the machine guns were firing. And when we got to London, then the Navy came aboard and they gave us a recommendation, or whatever you call it, for shooting this plane down. Actually, whether it was us or not, I could not say. I couldn't verify it. But the 12-pound shell, the cartridge case, I've got at home, sitting at the fireside. Some of them came in so low you couldn't fire at them. Ship level, 2 or 3 feet off the water. Most of them had dive bombers, except the machine gunners, rather, the fighters. But the bombers, of course, they weren't so maneuverable as the fighters, of course. They come in close enough to drop their bombs and that. Well, on the 12-pounder, we had armoured plating platform, around the gun and a bit of a hood.
Yes.
Over where we operated the gun. But once if they were attacking you, the fighters attacking you, once they passed you, the rear gunner used to open up. You had no chance. You had to dive down because the bullets were going, and they were just flying around always. There were two or three times. Quite a few of my mates had very narrow shaves. Just missed them by inches, maybe hardly an inch. But, we were in London very often, nearly every week, every fortnight at least. And the worst time that ever I was in London, the night that London was on fire. Terrible. You could actually read the paper, with the light of the fires. It was devastation, absolutely. And then when the doodlebugs, they started, and they were worse. And then after the doodlebug came the flying bomb. Yeah. It was worse still because there was no sound with them whatsoever. You never knew they were there, except you happened to see them, till they come down. I have a faint recollection of being in one air raid shelter, once only.
Yes.
Because we went ashore and we couldn't care less, And we used to go to this favourite pub up High Street in Deptford called the Brown Bear.
Brown Bear.
And the governor or the boss, he a great guy. He'd been along with Scotchmen in the First World War. He thought the world of Scotchmen.
Yes.
And as soon as he used to call, there were about 5 or 6 that used to go together,
Uh-huh.
And he says, well, here's my boys coming. And before he could get to the counter, the drink was lined up,
Yes.
And then, of course, the sirens would go and they would go down the cellar. Come on, boys. No, we'd stop here. Well, he says, the drink's there. Just help yourself. But we never bothered because we had plenty standing on the counter,
Yes.
We went up to Poland just shortly after the war had finished. Yeah, we ran up there between Poland and Denmark about, must have been 8 or 9 years, And up in Poland, it was terrible. You couldn't realise it was so bad. Everything just lying in rubble. And the poor people, they are a poor country in a sense, But to see the working there Saturdays and Sundays and that, picking the old bricks up and knocking the cement off, ready for the start building again. They were queued up, they wouldn't allow no taxis or nothing in the docks. We had to walk from the ship up to the main gate. And the people that was up there queued up when they knew there was a British ship or a Yankee. And they were queued up there, the black market for money. But for a pound note in Poland, you were a millionaire.